So students, yesterday we started with the topic story development, and you know the nature of question in your examination. In your exam, you will get an outline of a story, and on the basis of the hints given in your question, you will be asked to develop a story. This particular section is the creative section of your paper, which we have already discussed about. And what else we did yesterday, we are going to have a quick recapitulation of that, and after that we will do a practical paragraph of story development. Okay, so yesterday we talked about what story is. It's a kind of a narrative having fictional or non-fictional incident included in it. After that we had discussion about 5 major components or core element of story. What were those core elements? Setting, characters, plot, conflict, and theme. I gave you a very detailed explanation of these elements through the novel that you have in your syllabus, Kanthapura. Kanthapura too has its story. Okay, so that I think you are able to understand very well. After that, we talked about 5 W's of a story, which include who, what, why, where, and when. Means who are the important characters in your story. Okay, what is the situation they find themselves and why they are in that situation. Where the story is taking place means the setting, and when does the story is taking place. So these are certain elements which are there in every story. After that we talked about certain other components that we should take in consideration while writing a story. We talked about that story always has a point of view, means it may be told from the first person point of view, where you can keep yourself in the center and narrate any kind of hints given on the basis of your personal experience. It may be in second person narrative, which is very rarely used. Third person narration is very commonly used and acclaimed. Then we also talked about that a story should have rather a good exposition, which may raise curiosity. In it, action may also include dialogues, and the plot should have a resolution, means a complete ending, giving a sense of completion to the readers, which we have already discussed in length yesterday. Then we talked about that how the story should have a uniformity of tense. Whether you start in past or present, you should stick to the same tense throughout the story until the requirement is there to change the tense. Okay, then we also talked about cohesion and coherence in a story. So that was what we have done in our previous lecture. Today we are going to talk about an example. We'll take similar question which will be there in your examination, a story with an outline, and then we will find that how the story has been developed. This example, for your convenience, I have taken from the text of yours only. So in your text you will find the same example under the section of story development. Okay, so if you feel that you can or you want to get back to this particular example, you can get back to your text and can reread it. Okay, so this is the question part which you will get in your examination. See, it has certain hints. Ram Prakash, a rich merchant. Then there ellipsis. Ellipsis means gap, 3 dots. Miser, then ellipsis, loved money, then gap, turned heartless, loneliness, loved coconuts, no one to climb the tree, did it himself, reached the top, gripped with fear when looked down, started trembling, grip loosened, cried for help, prayed to God, promised to help, courage returned, came down safe. So this is outline to the entire story, entire episode of the story, on the basis of which you can develop, you can fill these gaps, these ellipses with your own imagination, that what you would like to add into it. First of all, let us see how it has been sold in your text. We are going to read the sold part of your text, how the story has been developed by the syllabus maker. Then I will get back to you, would ask you your own version of the story. Okay, so let us see. This is how it has been sold in the text you have. Ram Prakash was a rich merchant, but was a big miser. He loved none but money. Thou he had a weakness for rich food, which his docile wife, docile means who was very meek, obedient, wife cooked for him. She would feed her sons on the leftover and bore the sufferings stoically. Stoically means who has the stoic is a person who has the power to bear everything, may be happiness, pain, and miseries in one's life. So she suffered stoically, means she didn't utter even a single word of rebelliousness, but his sons were always complaining. One day his wife fell sick, it should be one day. The son asked him to call for the doctor, avoiding having to pay for his services. He insisted. He means Ram Prakash insisted because he was miser. He didn't want to splurge money on the medication of his wife. Such a heartless fellow he was. So he insisted on taking home remedies. But her condition deteriorated. It means got worse, and soon she died. The sons were sad and angry. Both decided to seek their fortunes on their own. One night, both of them left the old man alone. He engaged a servant to look after his house, but would keep him underfed. Underfed means he would give him very less to eat, and underpaid, he would never pay his wages on time. Sick of this man, the servant Matadin, he also left the house. Once sitting in his backyard, he looked at the fruit laden tree and had an urge to eat coconuts. There was no one around. Matadin had already left. Unable to resist his temptation, he started climbing the tree himself. Soon he reached the top, ready to grab the wealth, but lo, he happened to look down and his heart started reeling. Reeling means he has that feeling of dizziness that he will fall down. His heart almost jumped into his mouth. He was very much afraid. Gripped with fear, he started shouting for help, but no one heard his voice. Tear welled into his eyes. Long forgotten prayers emitted from his lips. Oh God, save me this time. See this element of dialogue. Save me this time. I will help others. Don't let me fall. His misdeeds and injustices started flashing across his eyes. He felt sorry for his wife and sons. Repentance and guilt purged his heart. Soon he calmed down and with a new heart started climbing down. He climbed up with a greedy heart but came down on the earth, understanding that there is no wealth better than the dear ones. Love sustains relationship and selfishness mars them. So this is the story which can be developed on the basis of this outline given. Okay, and if you will get into this story with a more cursory, or you can say more deeper glance rather, you will find what is the narration, third person narration. Ram Prakash and his life has been described, and the element of conflict is also there, that how he was in conflict with his family members because of his miserliness. There's a climax in the story that he was on the tree and could not get down. He was very afraid of his life, and then there is a resolution that as his heart changes, he gets the courage to get down from that tree. So there is a transformation in the character towards the end of the story, and there is a message to give that your family and near dear ones are best asset or best treasure anybody can have. So this story has all those major elements that any story or any good story may have. So that is all which I have to share regarding this story development. Now I will ask you, each one of you, to develop your own story on the basis of the same outline. It's not that you all will be having the same kind of a narration. Everybody can fill these ellipses on the basis of their own creativity. Okay, students? So now I stop, and your queries are very much welcome.